And now, from North Platte High School Studio B, welcome to Bulldog Banter, where students, stakeholders, and alumni come together to traverse the transformative power of education.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bulldog Banter. I'm Madi Hildebrand.
I'm Reagan Lampy.
And this is the podcast where we talk about all things North Platte.
And do fun stuff.
Today we're here with junior Kori McClain.
Kori got 13th place at state and beat the school record for the 800 last year. That's the worst intro I've ever done. Of course. Sorry. Normally I don't get that many words.
Yeah, because I say everything. But anyway.
Hi, Kori.
Hello, Kori.
Hey, guys.
Thank you for coming on the pod.
Thanks for having me.
So, let's start with last year. Last year you played volleyball.
Yeah.
Start there.
Okay. So, I was fine. Like, I liked volleyball my whole life. And then I, never would have changed my mind in volleyball. Like, we obviously didn't have a good season. And I hated losing. Like, I just felt unsuccessful.
Yeah, because, your club teams were good.
Oh, yeah. And so then just, randomly, well, people always told me, you should do cross country, and I'd always be like, no.
Yeah, I remember Hayes and I were, freshman year coming
I
up to
remember
you.
your mom talking to Ryan Teets at the Buckle.
Not surprised. Yeah, no. And I would be like, no, absolutely not. My, 3 miles is so much different than an 800.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know. It was one day in March. I was just it was just a random thought that popped in my head. I was like, what if I did cross country? And then I told my mom the day that I thought about it. And she was like, yeah, I think you would really like it. And she's like, but I think you should talk to Callie, my sister. And because it was her senior year and, not being with her senior year, whatever. And so I did that same day. And Callie's like, yeah, you need to do it. And, she's not the type to, get mad about that anyway, so I, assumed she would, want what's best for me. And then, talking to my dad was, the bad part because he was not a fan. He was like, no.
Really? Your dad wanted you to stay
neither of my
volleyball?
parents supported me.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, because, then when my dad didn't want me to do it, then my mom was like, okay, then maybe not. Just stick with volleyball. You have 2 more years left. And my dad, kept saying, you have your whole life to run. But I was just at this point, I'm a junior. I want what's best for me.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, yeah. So then when I thought of cross country, I was like, yeah, I'm not going back to volleyball. I'm done with that.
As soon as you had it in your
Yeah,
mind.
and it was I was in club season at the time, volleyball season, and ever since I just didn't have fun, I was like, yeah, no, I can't play this anymore. I wasn't having any fun. And club wasn't what ruined it for me. Nothing ruined the sport for me. I just was just I like running more.
Yeah.
And I knew I'd be better at it.
Yeah, I remember when you brought it up to me for the first time.
Yeah.
It was insane. I remember, thinking that it could never happen. You could
'cause
never run cross country instead of play volleyball.
I remember, everyone would, always talk about how they wanted you to do it. And you're always like, no, haha, it's so funny. And then you were like, okay, guys, I actually want to play cross country.
When did I tell you guys?
Run. You told me in world history.
I don't know.
I remember.
Was I in there?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if she told, everybody, but I remember her specifically telling me in world history, she was like, yeah, I was thinking about running cross country. And then I was like, oh, my God, do it.
I think I do remember this. And then, it was, a whole thing where,
everybody was finding out
Yeah,
about
and
it.
Yeah.
that was stressful.
Then I had to just start telling people. But I was so impressed. I was so surprised that everyone supported me. I didn't think that everyone would be like, yeah, you go for it. And especially the volleyball girls, they were all like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's because they know how much running means to you. And,
Yeah.
They seen how volleyball went. And,
Yeah. I
how
agree.
It hasn't been fun for everybody, so.
Yeah.
So
everybody has their sport.
you decided in March. Wait, was that during track season?
Yeah. Well, actually, last track season, I don't know why, but I just fell even more in love with running.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Because freshman year, you were, you liked running, but it was
Yeah.
whatever. You was just
Mm-hmm.
how it always was. But yeah, I remember last year was.
Yep. I don't know what it was, but.
So talk about last year's track season
Yeah,
and
he
the
went
school
to-
record
he went to
stuff.
Oh, okay. So, never would I have ever thought that I would break the school record, ever. But I just, really, worked hard. And, I really had to trust the process because I did not start off the season good. my freshman year, I ran a 2:26 at state, or 2:25, I don't know.
I think it was 2:26.
And I got second to last place at state, but I was still happy that I made it.
Yeah.
And then I came in and I was like running in the 2:30s, like 2:31. I think I ran that like 3 times last season, the beginning, and I could not get out of it. And I'm like, I just need to break 2:30. And then I did, and then I just kept getting better every meet. Like nothing really changed. I just kept like working. And then districts, like, oh my gosh, the most stressful thing of my life, because I had to run the 4x8 and the 800, and I was like, I'm gonna waste leg power.
I remember that.
Yeah, that whole week was just trauma. And then, but I ended up doing really good at districts, and that's when I broke the record the first time by like a second. And I don't actually know how, but yeah, I was trying so hard. And then at state, broke it by another second.
Wait, so it's, what is it, 2:19?
Mm-hmm. And it was 2:21.
Mm-hmm.
So you broke it, and then you broke your own record again.
Yes.
Dang.
Yeah, and I got 13th at state, so 13's just like my year.
Oh.
Yeah.
I also got 13th
I didn't
at
even
track.
think about that.
13 is her lucky number.
Yeah, so now my dad says I need to run a 2:13 this year.
Yeah.
which
I
is-
think that's achievable.
Yeah, I think it is too.
You
I
could.
feel like since you've been running all year long too.
Well, and that's another thing why I wanted to do cross country, because I was like, oh, it's gonna help me with track, and like that's like the main reason why I wanted to do it. But like, I didn't even think about that during cross country season.
Yeah.
I just liked it so much.
so much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then in the summer you started doing cross country stuff. How did that
yeah.
go?
So I was actually terrified. I was like my biggest scare was that I wasn't gonna fit in, like, cause I didn't have any friends.
Yeah. Like you volleyball, you would have.
Yeah, I had like all my best friends
Yeah.
with me, and I like really like loved the coaches, and like that's the main reason why I feel like I did it. But I showed up the first day and I was like, like I don't feel comfortable. But then I just started talking to everyone, and like they just like welcome you. Like you just feel so much more like a team.
Yeah.
Like it's literally an individual sport, and I felt so close to them.
That's what we were talking about with Nick. Like, not to use the word cold, but you guys are all like,
Yeah, like we're weird geeks.
You guys
and
are like all so like friends with each other. It's like a little cross country cult.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Well, and even like Nick said, it's like a little family.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
though you're doing it yourself, you're all still supporting each
Oh,
other.
yeah, lots of support from everyone. Yeah, so every morning we met in the summer at 7:45, and like not once did I ever like not want to go.
Like dread.
Yes, like I feel like for like all my other sports in the past, I've always just like dreaded going to practice, but
'Cause
this
practice
just
always
felt like
sucks,
I
yeah.
was just like going for a run with my friends. Like never,
Not these friends though.
Yeah.
Yeah, not you guys.
These friends don't run.
We tried.
Yeah.
Tried that before.
Yeah. Bike rides are where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
So-
catch me running.
You ran every single day
Mhm.
in the summer.
Mhm.
When did it start?
The very beginning of June. So yeah.
And then you go right into the school year.
Yeah. And so since it was like cool every morning, like it was like nice to run. And then when we started running in the afternoons, like when school first started, I thought I was gonna die. I was like, this is so hard. But I never once thought, I should have stuck with volleyball. Like no matter how much pain I was in with running, I was just never like, yeah, I wish I would have stuck. So yeah, but like those first 2 weeks of like summer or like school, so hard. Like every day I would like, I'd be like, guys, I cannot do this. Like it was so hard in the heat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then like I adjusted to it and it was way better. But yeah.
Yeah. So wait, do you like running? Would you rather run in like the freezing cold or?
Yeah. The cold is easier to run than
It just
the hot.
hurts.
I just love summer running, like the outfits and stuff, but like not the actual like heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine waking up that early and running every morning.
Me either.
It
Okay,
wasn't bad.
maybe if it was like me willingly doing it, but
Wait, what time
which you
was
do
it?
anyway. So
7:45.
yeah.
I mean,
People,
I guess
lots
I
of
wake
people
up.
showed up late. So
And you guys usually ran like close to your house, didn't you?
no, we always met at Centennial Park.
Oh.
Or like somewhere else.
I
but-
guess every time I was imagining you running around your neighborhood. And
Me
stuff
too.
Because you guys met
like
at
you-
Aiden's house that one time.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a weird day when I check your Snapchat location and you're at Aiden Max's house.
Oh yeah. Just gonna run. with my friends.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you made a lot of new friendships.
Oh, yes. Yes, that was,
Like the best part.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like all the cross kids seem really nice.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Like none of them are like ever like
No.
talking bad.
No.
Really?
There was not a single ounce of drama on the cross country team, unless it had to do with me and Aiden.
Okay, yeah.
We had some drama, but
Yeah,
that's it.
there's some beef there, but
It's all right.
That's-
I'm not gonna get into that.
That's freaking Aiden.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. Okay, so state.
Wait, no. Talk about the school season, like the beginning, all your little practices before
Okay.
that.
So like what I did like in the weeks.
Yeah.
Or
Like
what?
talk about
Like,
how your
how-
weeks went,
and
how
like
you
what
prepared
practice-
yourself.
and what practice looks like.
So we had typically one speed day a week, and then like we would have a pre-meet the day before and like a long run, and just like a random run because most of our meets were on Thursdays or Fridays, and then like we had team dinner every week. That was the best part of the week.
You team
'cause
dinner every week?
every week.
Dang.
I also feel like that's what brought our team closer
Yeah,
too
'cause,
because
like-
we saw each other so much every week.
Golf, we only had 2 team dinners.
Yeah.
Soccer, we've team dinner a lot, but not very much.
And it wasn't like at the high school. They were like at people's
houses, yeah.
Yeah. And then so my first meet, I had no idea what to expect. I was honestly pretty nervous, but I wasn't as nervous as I thought I was gonna be. And I didn't even like know what I wanted to do. I just like wanted to get out there and run.
Didn't have a tactic.
Yeah,
Was
like I didn't.
track more scary or
Track. I don't even. The nerves there are just 10 times worse than any other nerves.
Really?
I thought
Track is
I-
awful.
I thought I'd have way more nerves for cross country, but I didn't. Like I would get up there and I was like nervous, but like nowhere near the nerves.
But there's like so many other girls around you too. Like
Yeah.
track, there's like only
and like you get to start like with your team.
Yeah.
Like everyone. Yeah.
yeah, everyone by you.
Yeah. So I didn't really know how to even pace myself for that first meet, but I just got out. It was a home meet, and I like got out and I was like, oh god, because I was in first the whole time, and I was like,
That's
I think I'm doing something wrong here. But then I kept staying in first, and
no one passed you.
noticed me, and I finished in first, and I ran a 1937, which I just wanted to break 20. But it's like hard to like, you shouldn't set like time goals for yourself because then you run worse. But yeah, so I did that the first meet, and then second meet was my PR meet where I ran my best race of the year. My second meet. But it was in Augie, South Dakota. Well, Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Was that the
At
one?
Augie.
I thought you were saying like Augie, like August. Sorry. Anyways,
Was that the one where you got like 28th out of like
Yeah.
a lot of people?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it was an 8-hour car ride. It was like the funnest bus ride of my life. And we went down there. It was an overnight trip, obviously. And so we ran at like, I think it was like 8 o'clock at night. And so it was like dark, glow, like it was so big. And I was terrified. That one I was really nervous for because there was like 300 kids.
Yeah.
Like way more than I'd ever ran in before. And super fast, super flat, and like not a single hill. And so like I just felt like I was sprinting the whole time. And I finished 28th, which I ran an 18:52.
Dang.
Way faster than all my other meets. Because I don't know.
Well, it was also like cool nighttime. And
It was like
flat.
the perfect weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we spent the night there and woke up the next morning, went for a nice run through the hills. It was so pretty too. Like it was just amazing.
You woke up and went for a run.
I remember I was so sore that day. I was like, oh my god. And we were like running up hills. But then we bus back 8 hours. But like we play Uno every single bus ride. Like it's just like fun. Like
Really?
Yeah.
Uno?
How do you play Uno on the bus?
The like trash cans we used as like the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then keep talking about the rest of the meets.
yeah.
Third meet was Kearney. Oh, Kearney
Wait,
changed my life.
which Carney?
Kearney Meadowlark.
Is that the one you
I
ran
golfed
at?
there.
Not fun.
Okay.
So it wasn't even hilly at all. And like I knew I was going up against like
I felt like it was hilly when I was golfing there.
it was hilly at the other one.
Oh, I know it's hilly.
Oh, it wasn't not as bad.
Okay.
But it was like I just remember like going and I like just didn't feel very like I just knew it wasn't gonna be good, and it's not gonna have that mindset going in. That's probably why I did worse than I wanted. But I was like super tired, and like the second the race started, my legs were just like aching, and then like the whole second half of the race I don't even remember. Like I was like blacked out, and then I finished and I like passed out, threw up all over, and I was like, what am I gonna do?
You threw up on the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that the only time you've thrown up?
Yeah, I threw up at track last year one time, but
That's scary.
yeah, they're like, now you're a true cross country runner, and I got third place at that one. So not bad.
No, yeah, I remember when you told me you passed out, threw up, and still got third place.
Yeah, I just felt so bad. And then the next week was our McCook meet, which is the hilliest meet.
Yeah.
And I was terrified. I'm like, if I can't even survive that, how am I gonna survive this?
Well, it doesn't help that everybody's like, yeah, that course is awful.
Everyone's like, it sucks. And so then I remember like pulling up to McCook, and I was like, oh no. And then like we walked it, and I was like, this is gonna be so bad. And it was hot. Actually, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
This was before homecoming, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we don't train a lot of hills.
Yeah.
But when I started, I was kind of like the same as the first one, where I was just like in first the whole time, and then I ended up finishing first.
You got first at that one too.
Yeah. And it wasn't bad. Like I felt good after. That was a good meet for me. Yeah. It was my worst time, but like for being so hilly.
Yeah.
That's what you
You
expect.
didn't pass out and throw up.
Yeah, no.
Still felt good.
Felt good. And then UNK was the next one. That one was so brutal.
How many times have you ran in Kearney?
Yeah, jeez.
Three. 2 of them at UNK. Oop.
Oh.
But yeah, it was it was worse than McCook for me. Like I felt so awful, and I also like don't have good running form. Like my running form is awful, and so like I don't use like my arms like when I go up the hills, especially, which doesn't help.
I don't understand how to use arms when running anyway.
Yeah.
I clearly don't. I run with my arms to my side, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
don't even like. I can't even watch videos of myself running because I look so dumb to me. Like I'm just, it's so bad. But yeah. So I finished 8th at that one, which was better than I thought because that was the most competition I'd had. And then I don't remember what was after that. There was another one. And then districts, I got 3rd. I was really scared, even though like I knew I was gonna place in the top 15 because top 15 made it to state. I just like wanted to do good, and it was like not nice out that day. It was so windy.
Yeah, I
but the
remember that.
course was so like pretty.
where was it at?
It was in.
Lincoln, right?
Oh yeah.
And that was like a running course. It wasn't a golf course. It was a running course.
Yeah. It was like a park, and it was like a forest. I don't know. It was cool though, and there was just one big hill. There was a few little hills, and then there was one big hill, and I remember like the whole time there was this girl like right behind me, and like everyone kept like yelling at her, and I was like, okay, she's right behind me, she's gonna pass me. And then like at the very end, like the last stretch, I was like, all right, I gotta go, like she's gonna pass me. And so I just like sprinted the rest of the way, and I got 3rd. And then our team qualified at districts, which was like, it was just like the best feeling. Like I really wanted to go as a team, and I was like, I just kept being like, guys, like we're gonna like wear cute hair, like get glitter and ribbon. And then, like, I was just so excited. And then, like, when our coaches told us, they were, like, crying. And it was so sad. Like, it was so happy, and then it was so sad. And then when the boys didn't make it, it was, like, really sad. Because, like, they were all so disappointed. But, yeah. So when we made it as a team, it was really nice. And then but then, like, everyone who, like, went, like, even the boys who didn't, like, make it to state, we all had to, like, keep running the next week. Like, everyone ran.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.
I would have been mad if I didn't make it. But yeah, so like lots of support. And then we left for state. And
What did it feel like?
it was like so like it didn't even feel real. Like I feel like every time I've been to state for like any sport, like track too, I just like the whole day doesn't feel real. It's like there's no way I'm running state right today. And like I don't really know like what I wanted to place so bad because Prep Running Nerd like always put out the weekly rankings.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Prep Running Nerd is like they like take pictures of us running and like put out like articles of like people and like they rank like who they think is like the top runners of the
So like
week.
Max Preps but for running?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't really know.
No? Tucker says no.
It's not like it doesn't have like stats.
Just like
then
how
wait,
It literally just ranks like the Nebraska runners from like Class A, Class B.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I was like the best I got on there was like 13th. But
13th.
and then I was 14th going in at state, and then I got 13th. But I was like, okay, I have a chance. And like my dad, like he was just like he kept like saying you can do it, you can place. And so when the race started, I didn't really know how I wanted to run it. I just kind of wanted to go out with like everyone else, because I typically start races off too fast and then I die. And like, cause I'm not conservative. I don't like save my energy and then come back. I kind of stay the whole time. Like I never pass people. That's how I've always ran. Like especially in track too. Like I don't pass people. I just kind of stay.
Stay like consistent.
Yeah.
The time.
And so I got out with the big pack, which was like all like the top runners, and it was like a huge pack, the biggest pack I'd ever ran with. And we like stayed together for the whole like first mile and a half, and then like we started to like disperse. But I would think I was in like 15th the entire time, 15th, 16th.
Yeah.
And like Hazenauer, my coach, he just like kept like, he was like, I swear he ran the whole race with me, because he was just like, you got this, and he's like screaming at me the whole time, and like everyone, like you guys, all my friends came and supported me, which like really helped. And then like my whole family was there, all my grandparents, and I was really like happy to have everyone there to support me. And then like when you run by them, it's just like it gives you more like
Motivation.
yeah, more motivation to run. And like so Hazenauer the whole time was just like, you gotta believe, like like he's like, you can do this, and he's like, you have to go get her. And there was this girl in front of me, and so I caught up to her, and I remember there was like one point during the race where I was like, I'm not gonna place, like
In my mind, I'm not even kidding you. I was like, she's gonna get like second or something.
and then you probably were disappointed when I got
No, I fully had faith though, but like I knew that it was gonna be hard, but I had faith.
Well, I feel like you guys like don't like
I don't understand running, so like
First of all, no one told us that we were gonna have to run.
Okay, no. No. Listen, I knew I was gonna have to like keep up with you at some parts.
I didn't know it was that much.
Colby's like, but then your dad
and then
starts running.
the parents are like psycho.
And then your dad starts running, and Colby's like, go, and I'm like, where are we going?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
so my parents
insane.
quickly became cross parents. They fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially my mom.
Yeah.
And like my dad came to every meet. Like he loved it. So I'm glad he.
No, I want to come to
eventually-
every cross country meet.
Yeah,
after
wasn't
that.
it?
It was
That was
fun.
I
It was
have,
fun.
I did not know what I was gonna what I was expecting, and when we walked up, well, it was state obviously. There was
Yeah,
a
so
lot of
state
people there,
was
but
better.
still, that was just not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Cross country meet to look like. It was
Yeah.
insane.
Well,
I kind of loved it.
In at the beginning, it's like you run, stop, run, stop, like, and it did not feel like
Yeah, you
20
gotta be
minutes.
everywhere.
Yeah, no, it did not feel like.
Yeah.
At what time or like how far in the race do you think you were when you saw us for the first time?
I was just like right over a mile.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's insane. Because it did not feel that long.
Especially
at all.
when I like watched the other races too. I was like, oh my god, they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do go by fast. Not when you're running though.
No, yeah. Because that's what when we're like running next to you, they're like, she's already like just coming to the finish. I was like, the finish?
The finish was insane. I thought I was
gosh.
gonna fall down a hill.
I know. I wish I would have looked at the like crowd, because at the time like I didn't.
so many people.
I know, and then I saw pictures and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't
There
remember
was
that.
Yeah.
Because at the UNK meet, it wasn't like that. And also
Yeah.
the UNK meet felt like way different. Didn't feel like the same course.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because it was different. There's people everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So then when I started because even at the beginning of the season, our coach always said like, every race you're gonna have doubts in your mind, but you have to like push through them. And so, when I got to like that point in the race, like I was like I've been working for this the whole season. Like I need to go. And so like my coach once again was like screaming at me, and he's like, right when he said like you need to believe, I was just like, okay, I gotta go. Like, so I started just, like. I obviously wasn't sprinting, but it felt like I was. And I just I passed two girls on this straightaway. So I was in 15th, and then I ended up getting 13th, obviously. And I passed two girls. And like, I don't know, the feeling was just amazing. Like, I was like, I did it. But yeah.
I know. I was so happy.
Yeah, like 13th isn't even that good.
But
like,
it
is,
feels
but, like,
really good.
Yeah, like just like getting a medal.
How many girls were there? That's the thing. You have to think about it like that.
There's only like 100.
That's so.
Yeah, and you got
though.
13th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was pretty proud of that. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely mentally. It is like mentally the hardest thing I've ever been through. Like
I bet.
I learned so many lessons. Like, yeah.
So you're gonna like write a book now?
Yeah.
Yeah, should I? I should
Write
be
a
some
cross
author, right?
book.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
No, I need to read one probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
So state was a good experience.
Oh yeah.
And you've had a great cross season.
I'm super excited for next year. I mean, I'm sad that all the seniors left. Like,
Yeah.
they
You
also
had a
made-
lot of
oh, yeah.
seniors.
Uh-huh.
I feel like the only bad thing about you starting cross this year is like regretting not doing it freshman year.
Yeah, that's another thing.
That's my thing about not wanting to start things like later in life, because if I do it, then I feel like I'm gonna regret not doing it. But I feel like you should just savor the 2 years.
Better now
that you
than
have it.
never.
Yeah,
Maddie.
exactly. Like, good point.
Yeah, there's a part of me that like wishes I did it my freshman year, but like I don't regret playing volleyball because I like made so many friends and like I liked volleyball.
There was
like,
still like some fun times.
Oh yeah. But like then like I think about it and I'm like, if I was like had that much talent my first year doing it, like how much progress could I have made 2 years ago?
Yeah.
You know.
But like also think about it, you've been running track since your freshman year too, though. So like, So now we're going on to track season this year.
Yeah. Are you so excited?
And everyone always asks me like, do you like cross country more than track? And I like didn't think I would, but I like low key loved it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I figured you would.
Cause like track and it's always so freezing every meet. But like I don't know.
Track
And the
sucks.
800 actually sucks. Like I don't enjoy running it.
It genuinely
But
does.
like I don't, and also like I don't love running either. And everyone always says that like, why do you do it? Like it's not fun. And like it's not in the moment, but like the feeling after is just like what makes me go back.
Yeah.
Like it's just I don't know.
Okay, I get that. Like once I'm done running, I feel great. But I only feel great because I'm done running.
Okay, no, I don't have that.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not that feeling.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because that's the feeling I get. I'm like, thank God it's over.
Well, at the cross country banquet, everyone went up there and they were like none of us do this because we like it. And I'm like, and then I was like, I like it. Like this is fun for me. I love going for runs with like everyone and I don't know.
We don't do it because we like it.
I wish I could like running so badly because
I just feel like I'm missing out on something.
Agreed. Like,
what is so enjoyable? I don't get it.
Guys, like,
you gotta make it enjoyable. Look at the scenery.
When I run 10-minute miles, I can't make it enjoyable.
That's all right. That's how you get better.
Because then I'm
Just keep
judged.
running.
Gosh, like
fine.
when I
That's
ran,
awful.
when I was like behind everybody in the 800 in my strength 1 class, I was made fun of because I was behind everybody. Sorry. I was honestly pretty proud of myself for that. I got like a 3:11.
Yeah.
I don't think that's that bad.
You should just join the cross team at this.
No.
Or the track team.
Track? No, probably not. I can hardly run during soccer. You got me. I'm not running track.
So what are your goals for track this year?
That's a good question.
Are you only running the 800?
No, I definitely will probably run the mile. Like more. I only ran the mile twice last year.
And I remember you did good.
Yeah, I forgot that you did that last year too.
I liked it.
More than the 800?
No.
Okay.
But I also I didn't have a lot of experience.
Yeah. But now.
Yeah, now I'm gonna do it more this year, and I feel like it'll be better since I've obviously raced in a longer distance. I'm not doing the 2 mile. Berkey wants me to put me in the 2 mile, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. Like
Yeah.
2 miles
awful,
like
of just the same thing.
8 laps.
Yeah.
No, don't. No.
Just close your eyes.
And then pretend you're running on a scenic
No.
run in
No,
South
I'm
Dakota.
not doing it. Yeah, so I'll do the mile, and hopefully that I can do better in that. Because my PR is like a 2:34, or sorry,
I was about to
5:30.
say.
5:34.
That's insane.
I was watch that back. I was an Ian Chuck. I said,
No, 5:34, and like I thought that was good, but then I looked at the record and it's like 5:11 or something. Or
Okay, but it's really easy to trim time off of.
it is,
Long
it
distance.
is, but hopefully I have that in me. I
You got
I
it.
want to break the record.
I think you can.
at some point.
I think you can break your.
I want to break
record.
the 800 too. I definitely want to break the 800. I want to make it to state. That's definitely like the biggest goal.
You made it.
No, everyone makes it seem like it's easy, but no, it is hard. I was terrified that I wasn't gonna make it last year, and I probably would have just died.
Yeah, but you
I
made it
wouldn't
your
have.
freshman and sophomore year. I would assume you'd make it this year. Not trying to
let's hope.
jinx you or anything.
Yeah, let's hope. But and then I really want to place a state. Like that's another thing.
Yeah.
Like that medal just feels nice.
but I mean, what if you like?
What medal?
Should I? This is my
This is
13th place
yeah.
medal.
What medal?
Show it to the
I know
camera.
I know you
Show it
guys
to
are
the camera.
I know you guys are jealous, right? You guys don't have this hardware.
All I can think about is senior pictures.
I know.
And you're like,
That's exactly what I've been thinking. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah,
and
you're
then I'll
gonna
have
flaunt that.
all the other medals I have.
Yeah.
Because I think I've medaled at every meet that I've had.
okay, way to show off.
Okay, I'm sorry.
kidding.
That sounded really
You've
bad.
medaled at like almost every track stuff. too,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank.
Yeah, so hopefully, I think it's top 9, that place at state. Yeah, 9.
Hopefully you go into track season and you're like super awesome and amazing because you've been running all year long.
But I also did that last year. Well, I obviously,
But not as much as you have this
definitely
year.
not as much.
Yeah.
Like last year, it's just so weird because last year I would have never been able to run 5 miles, and like that was just like a mid run for me. Well, kind of long.
Yeah,
but,
same. I run 5 all
like
the time.
4 miles was my average, and like 4 miles last year was like the longest I ever ran. Like
Dang.
at this time. But yeah, so winter conditioning starting soon, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, you started like
Winter
I remember last
conditioning?
year. I remember the exact date you started last year, November 27th.
Why do you remember that?
Don't.
For what?
Because like I
Oh.
thought it was insane that you started November 27th and I didn't start until January.
Yeah, for track. Well, it's like tracking cross country, but
You
we train
run?
like we run cross country, but it's actually for
like
track.
not long distance people do
Who
it.
was it? You or Kennedy that was
Cross-country.
telling me to come run.
I don't think it was me.
she was like, Maddie, come do conditioning. And I was
Yeah,
like,
probably not.
no, maybe it might have been Jada too when we were doing.
Let's go
concessions.
one day.
It's kind of hard to have motivation to go because it's so cold out.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like snowy and icy.
Do you guys run inside?
No.
You only run outside.
Yeah, they run laps around the gym.
We
But
we like run inside when
Yeah, you guys did, but it's hard to do that when you're trying to run like 4 miles.
that's a good point, but still, I would refuse to run
You
outside.
you fight through the
You could
cold.
like run laps through the school. We could decorate the
That's
hallways with some
literally what
scenery
we
for
do.
you.
Yeah, that sounds
I'd rather not.
awful.
But so last year, some days I just didn't go because I just would rather run at home on the treadmill. So I
Yeah.
would do that a lot.
Yeah, I remember that.
I didn't. I couldn't fight, toughen up. I couldn't do it. Some days I just wanted to go home. But I hate the treadmill like so much.
Really?
Yeah,
Guys,
it
I thought it was
sucks.
treadmill my entire life.
Okay. Well,
I'm not
I
kidding.
used to think it was that too. But
Anyways.
wait, did you like just now figure that out?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
It was like a year ago
Okay.
when someone was like, Reagan, it's treadmill. And I'm like, I thought it was meal.
that doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't even make sense. But I don't mind the treadmill. It's not awful. I don't like running either way, but it's not like
Yeah.
I just don't
I
like.
don't know. It can be boring.
I like incline walks.
I just don't like the like air that's like cold sometimes and like
Yeah.
burning my chest.
Yeah. But then once you like start going, you warm up. You know, your
Yeah.
body warms up, and like when it's hot, you can't.
You just die.
Yeah, like you just keep getting hotter.
I remember this one day during middle school track when I had to run distance because what's her name put me in the freaking 400.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Where did you run to?
It was long distance. We were just doing it around the track.
Oh.
Oh my god, was it a speed day?
Yeah. It was awful. It was and I wanted.
Yeah, but like
to
imagine you
die.
had to like run to like Starbucks.
Yeah.
That's not even that far.
From Adams? Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not that. Anyway. And so I remember my lips, like, I couldn't move my tongue. I remember it was cold outside. I couldn't move my tongue, and I couldn't, like, my lips were just, like, crushed and open like this. It was awful. It was awful. It was the
Speed
worst.
day sucked.
Yeah, it was awful. We just had to keep running, like, 200s. And I remember I did it with Tyann, because Tyann was also running a long distance. Because she did the 800.
Oh, she did do the 800.
Me and her were, like, miserable. And Barry was like, come on. Yeah.
That's
I didn't even do the
awful.
800 in middle school.
Yeah, it was awful. It was genuinely awful.
I did the 4x8.
And the 400, I told everybody that I would get last place, and they were all like, no, Maddie, like, you'll do better than you think you will. And I told her, I said, I'm not being negative. I know myself. I know my body. I will be getting last place. And I didn't get last place overall, but I did get last in my heat, probably by like 20 seconds. And I
Well,
didn't
that's okay.
care.
You finished.
Right, exactly. I didn't care. I literally did not go as long as I get over that finish line. I don't care. And I literally, it was the best thing ever after I crossed that stupid finish line. I was like sick like a week up to it. Like sick, physically sick to my stomach because I was so scared for
That's
it.
awful.
And I remember I will always be mad at Ellie for this. Ellie Meduna. We're at the, we were in the lanes next to each other. We're sitting there, she's like, Maddie, like, you gotta stay with me. Like, you have, I'm like, yeah, we'll be running together. Like, we'll suffer through this together, right?
She bolts ahead of you.
I thought, I didn't know you started on a sprint for the 400. I thought it was like the 800. So everybody starts full sprint, and I start jogging, and I'm like, oh, no.
No, you don't jog in the 800
I figured that out
either.
the hard way because Barry didn't teach me anything. And so, yeah, I started out jog, and then I'm like, oh, God. So then I start sprinting, but everybody's already ahead of me. And I like, look up to, like, look if Ellie's next to me. She's not next to me. I look, she's in first place. She's in first place, and she was telling me to stay by her. I was like, excuse me. And she ended up getting first in our heat in, like, third overall.
That's so
That's how
funny.
I feel when I run the 800 low key. Like, I'm not good at the 800 or the 400. Did I say 800?
Yeah, I was about to say.
400.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was awful. I
It's
don't know if I would rather do that or run the 800.
well because that one like you have to be a sprinter.
Yeah,
and I do not classify
And
myself
I'm not
as a sprinter.
fast either. So that didn't help. Like, maybe if I was fast and then when I realized I was supposed to sprint, I could have caught back up to him. But I'm not fast, so I couldn't catch back up to them.
It's all right.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough.
You figured out.
I
You
did.
learned that wasn't your event.
Well, and I knew that, and I'm still mad that I got put in that, but it's fine. And then I got put into discus, and I placed 6th. My favorite was always triple jump, though, even though I wasn't very good. Triple jump was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, practice was easy.
Mm-hmm.
I miss it.
It was.
I miss it.
Okay.
I came into high school thinking that I was going to do triple jump and hurdles, but here we are.
Oh my gosh,
now
I
I'm
forgot-
strictly distance.
I forgot about when you did hurdles.
Yeah, that's kind of
It's okay.
Yeah, you were good.
Yeah.
Like,
Thanks. Well, not really, but
when you went to state your 8th grade year,
Mhm.
right? Did
for
you
the
do-
4x8.
Oh, it wasn't for you to do hurdles.
We broke the school record that year.
You did?
Wait, who was it? It was you.
Lachelle,
Oh my gosh,
Lexi Miller.
Yep.
Lexi Miller?
Yes, but I remember because she was
JC
doing,
Burke.
She was doing high jump, and she was really good at it. And I did high jump. It was just the 8th grade year, her 7th grade year, and I was awful at high jump, obviously. And no vert.
Bro, with the verticals. No,
Yeah. Anyway, it was like we were all awful at high jump except for her, and then she just like quit doing it and was like running 4x8 with you guys, and like and
She's supposedly coming back this year.
really she is super athletic.
Oh,
She
yeah.
should.
She is really athletic. Wait,
She
what
did
is
make
she
our-
do volleyball? Does
I
she
don't-
do
she
any
just
sports?
dance, but I think she's
She
coming
doesn't
back.
dance for the school.
She's coming back for track.
She should because she was.
Supposedly.
I remember I watched her do like every single event. She was good at all of them.
Yeah.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
That was. I wish I was like that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining our podcast
Yeah.
today.
Thank you, you little
It's so
state-bound girly.
great to have you.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck at track season this year.
Thanks.
I'll
I'll be back when I medal at track.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
yeah.
expect-
Next year we'll
knock
have
on
an
wood.
update.
I expect another medal and another school record broken.
Okay. That's the goal.
Yep.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys. Thanks for believing in me.
All right. Catch you on our next pod.
Bye.
Bye.